pop music. It can be a pretty divisive and sometimes confusing genre. Wikipedia describes it as popular music that originated in its modern form during the mid-1950s in the United States and United Kingdom. Identifying factors of pop music usually include repeated choruses and hooks, short to medium-length songs written in a basic format, and rhythms or tempos that can be easily danced to. Much pop music also borrows elements from other styles such as rock, urban, dance, Latin, and country. If you've talked about music with anyone in your life, chances are you've met someone that said,
"God, I hate pop music. It's lazy trash."
And if you haven't, then it's probably you. Though even if you hate most pop music, I think most people can agree on one thing. The 2010s were peak.
What the hell is wrong with y'all? Y'all insane? What you mean?
What's going on?
Ever since that song came out, every day they've been shuffling. Monday shuffle, Tuesday shuffle, everybody. The whole world.
I ain't scared of
Everything. It will get in your bones.
You had Kesha,
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy.
Lady Gaga,
Can't read my, no, we can't read my poker face.
Carly Rae Jepsen,
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
Side note, this is the best pop song ever made, and I will die on that hill, but it's crazy to me that if you bring up Carly Rae Jepsen's name these days, a lot of people still just know her as the Call Me Maybe girl, when she has put out banger after banger after banger album. I'm just saying. Also, I forgot about Pitbull.
Me not working hard. Yeah, right, picture that with a Kodak. Or better yet, go to Times Square, take a picture of me with a Kodak.
And arguably the biggest staple of 2010s pop, Katy Perry.
Yarby Denzel table dupes, Evie Duka Mimi shoops, Hippie keeps the upper coop.
I distinctly remember there being a time where there was at least one Katy Perry song on the radio at all times, if not a couple. She just refused to release any flops. If she released a new song, you would hear it every day. And to this day, if I had to think of the quintessential pop album, like just straight up pop, it's Teenage Dream. Not necessarily in a good or bad way, it's just pop music. There were some others absolutely running the radio at this time too, like Maroon 5, who at the time I kinda hated, but I don't know if it's the nostalgia or what, but Maroon 5 kinda goes crazy now. Their old stuff, I mean, I don't know what they make now. But have you listened to Payphone recently? Insane banger. There was just something about this era of pop music that felt so bright and happy and bubbly. It was like the world was our oyster, and there was nothing but hope and parties on the horizon. And now, we just don't have that. If you fast forward to mainstream pop music, there is a pretty big difference in both sound and attitude. You've got your Weekends making melancholic R&B and 80s power ballads, Ariana Grande, who's sort of a mix between R&B and EDM pop. More recently, Olivia Rodrigo, who's more pop punk than anything, and sort of has this angsty rocker attitude. I want to make it clear, I don't dislike any of these artists. I'm a big fan of a lot of the Weeknd stuff, especially his latest 80s album, which I forgot the name of. Also a big fan of a couple Ariana Grande songs. I think No Tears Left to Cry is probably one of the best pop songs made in a hot minute. And Olivia Rodrigo is pretty cool. I'm hoping she goes all into the punk rock sound, but I'm in no way saying that this stuff is worse than what it was before. I just wanted to point out the difference of the overall tones of the music. I can't help but notice that current mainstream pop just seems to revolve around a lot more negative emotions, and anything that's as happy or bubbly as 2010s pop kind of instantly gets trashed and considered as fake or commercial. For instance, you got Harry Styles. Everyone loves Harry Styles. But if you've heard this song, then you've probably also seen it get somewhat clowned on social media for sounding like something straight out of a medicine commercial. And same thing with that one 21 Pilots song, Saturday, where everyone, even their fans, were wondering why it sounds like something straight out of a Toyotathon commercial.
But on Saturday, we paint the town
And I mean, that song is just kind of annoying, but I also feel like we just don't want to hear things that positive and upbeat in pop music anymore. You remember the song Happy by Pharrell? You might have forgot. It was a little indie song. I don't know if anyone loved that song, but we at least tolerated it at the time. But you play that song in a public space now, that's gonna activate some sleeper agents. People will be throwing down. So what happened to this golden age of pop music? I mean, music's always evolving, and with the creation of new sounds and scenes, there's no genre that will always sound the same. But I think in this instance, 2010s pop was really just a product of its time, because even though there was still bad stuff happening back then, there was a lot more progress and overall optimism for the future. And all of these over-the-top produced pop anthems were kind of a welcomed escape. Now it feels almost insulting if an artist makes something that positive and energetic. Like, what are you happy about? Either make melancholic R&B, angsty pop punk, or get out! With all that said though, I do want to say that some newer scenes like hyperpop have made me a lot more optimistic for the future of that sound, because a lot of hyperpop did start out sort of over-exaggerating those cliche 2010s pop sounds and putting a more modern, authentic spin on it. And with how young a lot of the hyperpop artists are, we're already seeing a ton of evolution, and I honestly feel like we might be in for a sort of resurgence of this sound within the next like 10 years. If you like pop and haven't heard of Kamo, do yourself a favor and check them out. Anyway, I can make a whole video about all the hyperpop evolution stuff. That's for another day. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree about the state of pop music, or if you disagree and think I'm stupid and this video was a waste of my time. You think I should get off YouTube? You think I should be doing something more productive with my time? Okay, geez, you didn't have to say all that. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like, and if you really liked the video, hit the subscribe button. It really helps. Bye.